do a very quick little video today. I'm holding the phone, so it's going to be a bit shaky. It's a beautiful summer's day in Liverpool, where I'm doing a lot of filming at the moment, and I'm in a park, and it's just absolutely glorious. I've come into a nice shady bit so I can do this video, but it got me thinking about sunlight. And sunlight has become rather demonized. And I think it's important to talk about that because, you know, we talk about wearing SPF and not exposing your skin to the sun all the time. And I do it. I often talk about you must wear an SPF every day and how sunlight can age your skin more than absolutely anything. And I do stand by that because I know that every single dermatologist that I have ever spoken to has said that the sun will age you, it can cause cancer, and I think especially if you're using products like retinols, I think it's very important to protect your skin. However, I think in the light of all this advice, we're just losing the fact that sunlight is a nutrient, that it's incredibly important to all of us and that we need it. In fact, you know, without sunlight, without the sun, there would be no life on Earth. And we wouldn't exist. We wouldn't have evolved into the creatures that we are. And I just think it's wrong that we go too far in our demonization of the sun. The sun is needed, it's vital to all of us. And although UV rays, which I've gone on about, can age your skin and can damage your skin, the fact is that UV rays also have many benefits. In fact, they benefit your immune system. So walking outside and exposing, I think it's important to expose some of your skin to the sun. You know, without that, I don't really think you can have optimal health. I mean, we all know that you need to have sunlight on your bare skin to synthesize vitamin D and to create vitamin D. And that is the best way to acquire your vitamin D. Also, there's a correlation, apparently, and I've only recently read this, that the further you are away from the equator, the higher incidence of many cancers. Now that's very curious. And they say that you can build up your tolerance to the sun very, very gradually. So no, just laying and baking in the sun and getting a deep tan, no, that will harm your skin and that can cause cancer. There's no doubt about that. But very gently and gradually building up a tolerance, they say that you can build a tolerance to the sun. Now, I have to say, I grew up in Africa and I did bake in the sun and I'm pretty sure I did a lot of damage to my skin and I did it all wrong. You know, I would put my face and I would go a deep, dark, burnt brown. My skin would peel and that cannot be a good thing. And I have to say, a lot of the people that I grew up with have gone on to have skin cancers and have gone on to have very damaged looking skin. I mean, I'm actually very lucky that my damage isn't that apparent, and I think there were various factors that saved me from that. And I think one is that I think I have a naturally quite a thick skin, and also I had a very oily skin which probably protected me. However, I do think that we need some exposure on a bare skin to the sun. So how do you do that? But I'll tell you what, I can only tell you what I do. I do protect my face because one of the effects of in my youth being in the sun is that I have a lot of pigmentation, and I don't want it to get any worse. And I know that things that one did in one's youth come back to haunt you in later life. So often if you get a skin cancer or a melanoma later in life, that can be from sunbathing in your early years. So I really don't want to exacerbate any of that. But what I do is I used to put sunblock all over myself whenever, you know, it was sunny. I'd cover my arms, I'd cover my legs, and I don't do that anymore. So when I'm walking around on a summer's day, I will put sunblock on my face and my neck and probably my chest, but I don't anymore on my arms. You know, unless I'm abroad and unless it's absolutely boiling, then I will definitely put stuff on my legs and my arms. But you know, here I am in England, in Liverpool, which is not the sunniest, hottest place on earth, but it's a very hot day today. And I'm walking around, I've got some sunblock on my face, but I've just left my arms exposed. So yeah, there are so many benefits to exposure to UV rays. As I said, it benefits the immune system. It also will help healing. So if you have a wound, it's going to help heal that. And it also helps release beta endorphins, and any endorphins are good, and that's why we feel uplifted and happy on a sunny day. So I think we have to be careful in how we view sunlight. Sunlight is absolutely vital, and we do need exposure. And I'm going to stop this video now because there are people walking by, they're looking at me, and it feels a bit odd because I'm talking to myself sitting by a tree. Enjoy the sun while you have it.